Welcome to TGO's Market SITREP Tuesday, June 17th. Matt Buckley, call sign Whiz. Hey, folks, we have a huge new launch going on right now, the new Full Throttle program. Make sure you check your email that is associated with Top Gun Options so you can get in on some of the live trading webinars and our strategic presentation over the next couple days. You don't want to miss it. It's one of our biggest rollouts here since Top Gun Options began. So make sure you check your email there. This continues to be an absolute national embarrassment for the United States of America as Iraq continues to implode and Baghdad is potentially going to fall. Unbelievable that John Kerry's talking about maybe sitting down at the table with Iranians and maybe cooperating militarily. Just what bizarro freaking world are we living in right now? Not only are we letting Iranians get nuclear weapons, now we're going to let them more or less take over Iraq and become a caliphate in the Middle East. So all the way from Syria all the way to the east through Iran, you can just put a big Iran on that. Awesome. So our Manchurian candidate is almost complete in his moving the United States to the backbench and allowing the Islamic world to the Islamic radical world to explode through the roof. Good time. So that's obviously impacting world markets, also impacting oil, impacting gold. Had a good primary live trade brief session this morning. A lot of our gold trades are looking pretty good. Obviously, this isn't helping tensions much either with what's going on in Ukraine. Just a couple minutes ago, huge natural gas line exploded in Ukraine, and their prime minister saying, yeah, it wasn't an accident. It's a terrorist attack. So, and the other day, folks, an IL-76, a military transport was shot down with a surface-to-air missile. Folks, people who are rebelling against their government don't have surface-to-air missiles, okay? They might have rifles and some machine guns. They don't have tanks. They don't have shoulder-fired anti-aircraft missiles. They're getting those from Russia, okay? And we do nothing about it. Obama, he'll say stop, or I'll say stop again, right? Ooh. Industrial output in China, seeing a mixed picture. Their property sales fell less, still looking bad, but industrial production edged up. So seeing relatively mixed news out of China. Saw some CPI numbers this morning. Core CPI, whenever you see the word core, it means X something. But core CPI jumped the most in 3 years. So we know that, right? We're on Main Street. We don't have to wait for a government report to tell us that the gallon of milk or loaf of bread is a hell of a lot more expensive. But here's why this is important with inflation going up is real hourly wages have dropped 0.1% year over year, while this 0.7% increase in food at home costs. So it costs more to buy stuff, and we're making less. Yeah, that's a great economic recovery, Mr. President, and this, the quote housing recovery that is supposed to draw us out of this mess. It's bad. May housing starts imploded, and April was revised down as well. So the NAHB, National Association of Home Builders, index came out yesterday, and they were kind of bullish on the future. Well, apparently they haven't, essentially read the data on what's going on with building permits and housing starts. Building permits and housing starts sucked, but home builders are bullish. Okay, well, maybe they know something that we don't know, but I wouldn't be bullish. Good article in the Wall Street Journal today about how Americans, Americans, a record number, are renouncing their U.S. citizenship. Wonder why. I mean, look at the spike. Look at the spike under this current commander-in-chief's tenure. Okay, it's just it's ridiculous. I mean, we're the only quote developed country on the face of the earth that makes you pay taxes. Even though this lady's lived in Canada for 30 years with her husband and is still a U.S. citizen, she has to pay U.S. taxes. Really? How much of the U.S. Army does she use? How much of the driving on the interstate system does she use? And she doesn't use. Don't even get me started, folks. Spain, you can get Spanish citizenship now if you buy a house for $500,000 or open a small business over there. Top Gun Options in Espanol. I got to tell you, folks, this place is imploding. With the last real American, turn off the lights before we close the doors. Look at the southern borders, folks. Just being flooded with illegal immigrants, gangs. You can be damn sure there's terrorists flooding through our borders to the south. Another story that the mainstream media isn't picking up on, but we know. I have buddies in the Pentagon. They're like, come on, Whiz. First of all, young men from the Middle East kind of look like young men from Mexico. So we have a lot of sleeper cells infiltrating the United States from the southern border, and we can't even secure our own borders, folks. It's a national embarrassment. So what's that mean to trading? Well, we go up, right? Even though everything is horrible in the world and in the United States, we go up. You can't fight the Fed. You cannot fight, the $45 billion a month in liquidity being pumped into this market. This is the market that will not die until it does. And when it does, it's going to go down a hell of a lot faster, and it's gone up, folks. And if you don't have your ejection seat, you don't have your hedges in place, it's going to leave a mark, and it's going to hurt, okay? So make sure you check your email. I'm going to be talking through all these events and how they're potentially going to impact your portfolio, and I wouldn't worry about them. I mean, I worry about these events as an American because they trouble me, but as a trader, I really don't care. I'm going to potentially make money on all of these horrible events while other people are getting pounded. God bless America. Okay, so I got to run. Check your email, register for our webinars. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. I'll be back with tomorrow's SITREP. We'll see you.